this is going to be a pretty big year for X3. Now you've got the new release coming out. Can you give me just a very quick kind of nutshell view of what is driving that for you? What are the high profile trends that you think people need to know about?
So it's very important to understand that this year is going to be a big year for Sage X3. We are aiming at launching our new version 7 in May, so for a general availability of the 1st of June. And this is definitely the major version we didn't have for many years. And it's going to be mainly a complete new interface redesigned. A new era in a new technology and really putting us at a very contemporary way of doing business. We are looking forward to getting this new technology on. It's a technological version, and it's important to understand also that many of the features have been improved in the product.
So this is version 7, it's launching mid-year.
Yes.
At what point do you expect it to gain traction, or is this going to hit the ground running and kind of
That's the target.
shoot the lights up? Yeah,
That's the target. That's the target. We have made really a go-to-market team, a global go-to-market team from North America, from South Africa, and from Europe, to build up a real plan over the last 12 months to make sure that we are ready. We have learned from what happened in the past, and that was very crucial for us to make sure that everyone is trained, is properly adopting the programs. We have an early adopter program for customers, but also for partners, which is happening just now. The agile methodology, which has been put in place 2 years ago already, has helped us a lot to be much faster and most accurate, and especially on time, because salespeople are waiting to getting the new features and the new versions to get on stage.
A lot of what I've been hearing has been customer driven. So features that are being added in terms of kind of response to requests from customers. A lot of the mobile app development has been driven very heavily by customer needs rather than just a desire to kind of just push features out there. So in terms of X3 and in terms of what you hear from customers, what are their top priorities?
User adoption. There are more and more casual users today in the RP world, and definitely we are having people who are using it only once a week or once a month. They need to have an intuitive interface so that they can use it quickly. We have worked a lot on that. Another feature is the capacity to access to information. So there is a very strong search which has been put in place, which was also something very much demanded. And probably the last would be the business intelligence, the KPIs and the dashboarding to better drive the business and make sure that we have improved this part, which was very much demanded by the clients.
A couple of things that caught my eye during the demos. One was the ability of the apps to function offline in many cases, which is obviously a big factor when you've got infrastructure issues.
Absolutely.
It does.
This is happening every day, and when we look at the various surveys we have done in the last years, it has been one of our strengths in the past. So we have put a lot of emphasis on that.
And making the search as natural as possible.
Yes.
Searching across multiple fields of data rather than having to know before you started.
Absolutely, yes. It's a full text search. So meaning we can go from any kind of bits of words of information that we're having.
Now Sage has also spent quite a bit of time clarifying the positioning of the products in the market. And it now seems to be fairly clearly positioned. Which products go where, how you're expecting them to be deployed, the types of customer you're expecting.
Whether they are small, medium or large, whatever their needs are, there is a solution at Sage. So we have developed central certification, central training, central unifying all the documentation and everything that we are proposing so that we all have the same approach. Of course, Sage X3 is fitting very well the South African market today. And when we looked at the double-digit growth in the last years, which are happening in South Africa, and when we see the business activity today, we think and we see that Sage X3 really fits to the customer needs in each region. So this is really a great success here, and we're happy to see that this is growing. Similar things is happening in North America. Of course, there are various products. Sage 300 is strong, but Sage X3 is really well positioned, as just mentioned before. So we're very excited to see our new versions coming and do a kind of sales booster in terms of the market. Sage has changed a lot in terms of portfolio, in terms of the way of organizing the project launch globally. And this is becoming very much professionalized compared to the past. And when I see Sage CRM, Sage 300 and Sage X3, Sage 1, the way we are launching them, the way we are organizing the go-to-market, all these early adopter programs, and then the rollout to the business partner first to make sure that when we launch, we are ready, it's concrete, it's real. This is a big change at group level.
Excellent. Good. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.